because it is my guilt, I claim you, grievous miracle. Make my chest hurt with regret. Forge your punishment and nail it deep. Shape my guilt once again.
And thus, guilt, repentance, mourning, and every pain of the soul of all kind were visibly and tangibly manifested everywhere and in all of us. Sometimes in the form of blessing and grace, sometime in the form of punishment and corruption. That divine will, equally pious and cruel, which we could not and will never be able to unravel, was called the miracle.
Delicious. Welcome to Blasphemous. And if this ain't the second largest pile of dead naked men I've woken up on today, whatever. Welcome to Blasphemous, a Metroidvania game heavily inspired by the story, lore, and gameplay of FromSoft's Dark Souls series and Bloodborne. Blasphemous is a fantastic fucking Metroidvania game, and I'm super excited to see that Blasphemous 2 is either coming out or is already out. I don't actually know if it's already out yet. This game is just glorious. Absolutely glorious. Look at all these dead naked guys. I don't know why we were having like the worst orgy ever with like the pointiest hats ever, but man, we all fucking died during it. Except me. I was the only one with the stamina. Unfortunately, we found someone else with the stamina. So with this guy, right there, I got greedy. Tried to get 3 attacks in. Now, you usually want to attack 2 times or 3 times. Usually 3 times if he's not facing you. If he is facing you, right there, I was able to get the 3rd attack in. Right there, just 2 attacks in, 3 attacks. So, when he's facing you, 2 times, dodge. It makes this fight so much easier if you do the timing right. So you can just run into his hand if you're not careful. Oh my god, this is like Symphony of the Night had a beautiful love child with Dark Souls. And it's just wonderful. Time to put this heretic down, the eldest brother. Time to put him to rest. Right there, got greedy, didn't have time. But it's fine. Sometimes you can get a little greedy. If you get the 3rd attack in, it is a combo finisher. Requiem Eternum. It is a combo finisher that deals additional damage. However, like you saw, every time I tried to go for the 3rd attack, I didn't have enough time to dodge through him, and I would accidentally run into his hand, or I didn't have enough distance to dodge. So I would just get hit. I think running into him did less damage than actually getting hit, but I don't actually know. And there's one more naked dead guy. I don't know why he's naked. I know why he's dead. And that's all that matters. So we can't do anything with that door. God, this was a giant pile of naked dead guys. Ah, it reminds me of home. The Holy Line.
Regretful be the heart, penitent one.
Penitent one.
The anguish of the eldest brother has now come to an end.
That's why I called that guy the eldest brother. It seems like he was indeed the eldest brother. The fact that we are the Brotherhood of Silent Sorrows, and that was the eldest brother, makes me think he was the leader, and I guess went crazy. It definitely seems like he was the one that was killing us. Killing all those naked dead guys. And, I mean, that's why he was immediately hostile to us.
I am Deo Gracias, witness to and narrator of the acts of the grievous miracle. Such is my penance, as yours is silence. The cradle of affliction is what you seek. This can be found in the mother of mothers of the churches. It is a remote place separated from the rest of these lands by a great sacred and forbidden door. Even a wise penitent like me knows nothing of what lies beyond those high walls.
I'm not certain I totally believe you, good sir.
However, what I do know is that, according to the rule, one must carry out the 3 humiliations to gain access to what they guard. One of them must be performed in the high mountains, covered in thick blankets of snow and ice. Another in the depths of a dark, entombed church where the sleeper lies. And the last one at the end of the trail, carved by moans that claw their way out of an iron spiral, in the bowels of the bell named Hondo that grows into the earth.
Hondo. Which, hilariously, we're going to visit first, even though we're not going to beat the boss there. We're actually going to get a lot of our stuff done in Hondo early. And it's going to give us a huge advantage on the first 2 areas we're going to visit.
Take this thorn and place it on the handle of your sword. If, when the time comes, as you grip your weapon firmly, you notice that it wounds you and makes you bleed, having grown, with more thorns sprouting from it, writhing over the figure of the Father carved into the knob, that will mean that you are at the mercy of the grievous miracle, whether for its punishment or its forgiveness.
You can writhe on this knob. We have acquired the thorn. Very important. It will determine the status of our ending. I think it's pronounced Preadio. Preadio? Something like that. Deo? Something like that. The thorn. Small gift from Deo Gracias, nailed into the effigy of the twisted under the guard of your sword. The thorns arisen from the miracle feed on sin and guilt, growing with the burden that its bearer carries. Brother Abbot, you know that I have been a scribe in this abbey since I was but a wee child. I have written about our church, our saints, and our miracle of the greatest pain. I must inform you that I have made the decision to leave, although I intend to continue writing. In these walls, I cannot be a true witness of the works of the miracle. I need to appreciate with my own eyes your holy works. I will be a teller of the miracle wherever it takes me, rain or shine, or scorching sands under my bare feet. Interesting. The mea culpa. There's a lot of menus here we can't do jack shit with. The mea culpa is our weapon, our blade, our thorny blade. This guy is an idiot. Just gonna let you know now, those guys are idiots. They just walk into you. So, welcome to the parry system. Okay, that I'm going to immediately fuck up. Boom! Now, some attacks cannot be parried. They can be blocked, but they cannot be parried. Oh my god, alright. There we go. Ooh, so I hurt him just enough. if you do just enough damage to their health bar, you get an execution. You get some extra Tears of Atonement, and of course, you are invincible during... Oh, that poor horse. You are invincible during that animation. Fuck that guy. Oh no, I'm melting. Wait, I don't want that. Give me that. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Vertialis of the Forsaken Hamlet. This is a prayer, a spell. And instead of mana up there, we have fervor. Song that filled the air during the festivities of a lost village. Its power finds its way through the floor, continues through walls and ceilings, harming the enemies of the penitent one. The ringing of a lace shell horn used to precede this chant, but now only silence remains. Whether in rain, sun, or wind, may this land blessed be. Whether walking or in deep sleep, may this land blessed be. Whether by day or in obscurity, may this land blessed be. And what a glorious spell it is. Hi-ya! It's actually one of my favorites, even after you start getting more. So you can use it 3 times there. We build up fervor by attacking enemies. I'm going to show off a glorious use right here. So as you saw, once it starts to slow down, it can hit an enemy additional times. It'll almost always hit an enemy at least twice. But if it hits the end right there, or when it starts to slow down, it will hit multiple times. Also, to build fervor, I can hold down the B button for me, because I'm on an Xbox controller. I can sacrifice a large amount of health to gain fervor back. So if you're planning on healing, sometimes it's a good idea to build up some fervor first. Boom! Oh, that feels good to get. Okay, or fuck it up. What? It's fine, I got it in the end. It's cool. The other times didn't count. Alright, advanced air techniques. Air impulse. So if you hit the dodge button and the attack button at the same time, you'll get a little boost in movement. It's kind of hard to... Yep, Children of Moonlight, it's a collectible type thing. It will affect us later on. Oh yeah, you can hear it. You heard it slow down and kill this one instead of killing this one. What was I saying? Air Impulse is kind of hard to do sometimes. It's for more advanced movement techniques, just like in any good Metroidvania. There's advanced movement techniques.
There is no answer to our plea. The miracle has forsaken us, and my ornate throne turns its back on those who await here.
Dude, fucking blow your nose or something. You're the most nasally motherfucker I've ever heard in my life. I think that's His Holiness Escribar. So here's a simple thing. These shrines bring enemies back, just like a bonfire does, and it also heals you. So, simple thing to do, fill up your fervor bar, and then heal. Very simple. This is Albero. This is our hub for the game. And we're gonna do some stuff here before moving on.
Penitent one. Welcome to Albero, sanctuary to this humble brotherhood of the Kissers of Wounds. Few remain here who can still employ it, but Tirso is my name. There are few of us who still care for the sick and ailing. With devout kisses, we bless the wounds of those who seek our protection. Thus both we and they remain at the mercy of the miracle. Time outside these walls passes by strangely. In sundowns we need not contemplate, but if your penance happens to carry you under set skies, be so kind as to bring us some ingredients for our ointments. The will in the miracle shall show you which ones they are.
Alright, glorious. Now, there's a lot we can do in Albero. For instance, get the dove skull. This is our first rosary bead. Rosary bead. Skull of a bird drilled as a collet. Is that how that's pronounced, collet? I guess so. Its apparent frailness slightly strengthens the penitent one's defenses. So we can only equip 2 of these, and these are passives that we can equip, and we find them all over the world, and we're actually going to go get some important ones here soon. That morning, when the bonfires were lit and the convicts were raising their ghastly pleas to the indifferent inquisitors, a white dove came down from heaven and perched on the shoulder of a prisoner, where it stayed until it burned with him. Interesting that a lot of this obviously parallels Catholicism, Christianity, etc. So, like, the figure on our weapon, the Twisted, was being hung on a pole, a pike, and he was twisted around it, and that was the first miracle. It specifically mirrors the two criminals who were crucified with Jesus, as they were always shown twisted around the cross to differentiate themselves from Jesus, who was properly in like the T form. So that story with the dove also mirrors Jesus, as when Jesus was being baptized, a dove came down from heaven and proclaimed that he was the Son of God, who God beloved. So instead, a dove came down and burned to death, with a convict being burned at the stake. Interesting parallels.
Penitent one, you who carry the painful guilt in your cracked hands. Lend it to us and alleviate our burden. Lend it to us and wipe away our tears. Because it is an act of penitence.
The mea culpa hath ascended. So, the mea culpa shrines, we can upgrade the mea culpa there. Now, I don't actually have enough Tears of Atonement in order to do anything there yet. But we're going to come back. So, as you saw, if you hit this wall, you can get through it. We're actually going to go this way. Normally, you would go east from Albero to the Mercy Dreams area, but we're not going that way this time. Calcinium of Persian, the bandit. Feared by his countrymen, Persian attacked roots without distinction between rich or poor and always alone. The day he dragged himself to Albero on the brink of death, no one took pity on him. So, this is actually the area we'll bring those bones back to. They're collectibles, and we get stuff in exchange for them. Welcome to the desecrated cistern. We're not going to do a lot here. We are literally just going to move through this area very quickly. We're going to meet an important NPC and then dip, because there's nothing we can do from this direction. Like any good Metroidvania, we can actually approach this area from different directions. Unfortunately, we can't really do much here. Jeez Louise, what the fuck?
Two faces greet you, penitent one.
I saw that!
My name is Nacimiento. Look at my chest, upon which an ancient visage grows older and older. A face that does not speak, that does not think, while mine becomes younger, such that I now look like a child. Such a terrible sentence is this, that I do not understand its purpose. No matter how much I reflect on the sin that I may have committed to deserve it, the grace of the miracle is present even in those who are punished. Perhaps I might reduce the magnitude of this sentence by helping you. Bring me the quicksilver, which is capable of flourishing under our feet in any place at the whim of the grievous one, and I will mix it with the bile from your flasks, thereby enhancing its gift. Bring me the...
So we can't do anything here. When we do get Quicksilver, we can sacrifice one of our flasks to upgrade how much they heal. We only have the 2 flasks right now. Please don't randomly bleed from your eyes. We don't have any extra flasks yet, but we're about to get one. Well, we're very close to getting one anyway. So if we go east right now, there's nothing we can do. Our way is blocked. What we want to do is go this way. Oh, hey, you're burning at the pyre? Sucks to you. Sucks to be you. Yeah. Now, these Minotaur guys are assholes. They throw shit at you. They don't actually have a lot of health. Now, their pylum, or whatever they're throwing, can be destroyed by hitting it with your sword. So it's not the worst. Here's another Metacarpus of Hodges, the blacksmith. There's another one of these. If we bring back a large chunk of them, we get Tears of Atonement, that thing in the top right. Unlike souls, we don't drop them on death, but we do gain guilt. And you'll see when I first die, which I'm sure will be soon. Blacksmith Brendan Hodges forged some of Custodia's most beautiful weapons, wielded by the anointed legions themselves. Destiny wanted it to be one of his weapons that killed him. So one of his very weapons used ended up killing him. The Bible does say if you live by the sword, you'll die by the sword. And the idea is the same. We can kill these guys for, like, no reason. We will get items where destroying parts of the environment will get us Tears of Atonement, health, stuff like that. That will go in our Rosary Bead. So any spikes that you see, those are insta-death if you fall in them. And all of these are things that will cause us to fall into them and die a horrible death. Usually you wouldn't go to this area until after you complete the Mercy Dreams, but we're not going to complete this area. Very simple. You throw yourself at a wall, you press the button. Uh-oh, I didn't want to fall down. Now, there's an evil man in here I don't want to fuck with yet. When he hits that wall, he causes us to fall off. We instead want to... Uh-oh. It doesn't get quite close enough. I want him to get hit by my spell. Oh, I really thought he would die by now. These guys do a lot of damage. I don't want to fight him directly without gaining some new fun stuff. Can you actually make that? It doesn't look like it. Uh-oh. So you can't parry his attacks, but you can block it. Like so. You can't do retribution against him, as it's called. I might just try to avoid him. Just because I don't want to keep using up my fervor or my health fighting him for no reason. So this will quickly crumble. It takes you a moment to recover after falling. So there's this douchebag over here. He's going to throw his weapon at us. If it hits us, it's going to send us flying a little bit. Oh my god, I actually hit it, but it just went right back and hit me instead because I'm an idiot. I kind of wanted all my health for this. So there's a mini boss battle here, and I wanted all my health, but I just fucked it up. You don't have to beat her, but you do get a very helpful item if you do. So I'm gonna try. She's not the hardest. Strikes with lightning. Just gonna keep whacking her. When she's in the middle, usually she calls down lightning right in the middle. And then, in a moment, she's going to quickly call down lightning, or do this. Ow, that actually hit me. Damn. She's gonna call down lightning. If she flies to the side and she puts out her sword, that means she's gonna super quickly call down lightning. Ah, damn, that's actually kind of tricky. I don't have any healing, so I have to be careful. There, right there. It called down lightning super fast, unfortunately for me. Okay, I dodged it. Damn it. Damn, I fucked it up. So that lightning bolt, when she's off to the side and she calls down a lightning bolt, that is so fast. Okay, that sucks. I didn't beat her. It's fine, it's fine. As you can see, I cannot use my third fervor bar anymore. I should have been able to beat her. I'm kind of sad about that. I just didn't have any healing because I fucked up on the way over to her. As you can see, she's gone. I can get my guilt fragment, but those aren't my souls. I didn't get Tears of Atonement back. I just lost souls. There's an item we can bring back. If I had beaten her, I would have gotten a really nice rosary bead thing, but I just didn't. Welcome to Hondo. Look at this fucking thing. It's built upside down, and it's gargantuan. Why?
O penitent one, we traverse strange roads under the same firmament. Nigh of the trade, nigh of the name. My name is Redento, barefoot pilgrim of the Order of the Genuflectors. Prithee taketh nigh affront in my not looking at thy visage, for we at each moment lean forth, so as not to divert our eyes from the path. Such is our old precept. We are before Hondo, a great buried bell, erected upside down so that its ringing would make the earth tremble and reach distant lands. Now Hondo resoundeth in a deep triune moan that travelleth in echoes through its broad spiraling circles. My feet wish to cross to the other side of this ancient valley, to move on to the next destination. Oh, my sins, who could help me?
Wow, that was like the most, oh, woe is me, I can't cross. If only someone was to help me. So there are some bitches in this one who will ring their dumb little bells. Uh-oh, that's not what I want. Oh, I got stab, stab, stab. Murder. Ow. What? I got the parry, but I didn't get the parry. That's annoying. So those assholes right there ring the bell, and this explodes with sound, and it travels to other ones. Uh-oh. I about missed her. We're not going to complete Hondo yet. Hondo is its own full dungeon. We're not going to complete Hondo yet. We are just going to get through Hondo, and we're going to help out our boy with the most, like, obvious neck pain ever, Redento. Ow. Oh my god. Alright, good start. Great start. I just need to get the fucking pre-adieu before fucking it up. I really don't like this guy. I don't know why he's already in half. Seems like he should fucking super glue. Ah, damn it. I fucked up. The timing. Oh, this dumbass up there, I'm just gonna murder him with the Borealis Doom or whatever the fuck it's called. Scapula of Carlos, the Executioner. His hatred for people was as great as his love for animals. When he was ordered to execute a dog that had bitten a bishop, Carlos refused for the first and last time. It's my boy. Fuck that bishop, Carlos. Fuck that bishop. You did the right thing, my boy. I mean, you were murdered for it, but... I mean, he was already a dick-ass anyway. We cannot get up to that item right now anyway. That little, like, weird plant-looking thing, that is... We need an item to do that. Which we obviously don't have. Ow, that was a dumb fucking damage taking from me there. Got him. Now, we can actually hit those that don't have the faces on them. And cause the ringing to go back. This is gonna suck for me. They get through. Oh, are they just not? Did they just forget about me? If anything, I'm more insulted. There we go. Alright, now that she's dead, we can get to the shrine. That was a little close. I made that look way closer than it needed to be. I'm just an idiot sometimes. The shrine! Now, if you look around Hondo, it's incredible. I mean, it's just, the scale really carries, even though it's 2D, and it's glorious. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Double uh-oh. There we go. We don't want to fall into those spikes. They are insta-death. We need to go right here. Then come down here. Don't even fucking think about it. So, obviously, we can't reach that. We use a bell. This place has plenty of bell puzzles. I almost said treasures. Although, I guess there is a bell treasure here. Ugh, don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. Ugh. dangerous. Lots of danger, lots of shortcuts. Now we can ignore that puzzle we just went through. This one's going to be a little long just because I want to get through to the other side of Hondo right now. That is what we need to do to get to the next part of Hondo, but considering that we can't, I actually want them to be on the same side so I can maybe even parry them at the same time. We don't do a lot of damage here yet. So you can just strike that back. It didn't really help that much. Combo! We eventually can upgrade our combo even more. Shit, like 4 times. I'm actually gonna do a thing here. It's fine, we'll take a little bit of damage. I'm gonna do this action, kill that man. Is there another one down there? No. Slide under here. Let me see. Where am I going? We're just going to get straight across Hondo. Hondo is probably the second one I'll come to. Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm not dead. Okay. Alright. Oh, shit. Now I'm fucked. I'm alive? Help me. Help me, God. That could have gone so poorly, because at the bottom there is spiked. I can't believe I lived. I'll take it, though. I'm here. There's nothing we can do right there. If we go under, we will immediately die. I'm gonna get out of here before I read the description on that one. John the Gambler, as opposed to John the Baptist from the Bible. Known for his gambling skills, many believe that John von Gramberschen fate was guided by the high wills. The day his luck ran out, so did his life. We can't get to that yet. I don't really care to. Alright, this is gonna be dangerous. Uh-oh, it didn't work that time. There we go. I think that fucked it up. I wonder if that's actually hitting her. I think it fucks it up. If not, I'm gonna get hit here, and it's gonna look dumb as fuck. Yeah, it's gonna look dumb as fuck. It's fine. Oh, wait. I probably could have already gone, but... This also does a good amount of damage. Don't even fucking think about it. Don't even fucking think about it. Ooh, okay. Let's fuck that up. Empty bile vessel. That's very useful for us. Alright, activate this. I want to make sure it's actually coming up first. Cool. We're almost to where we want to be, and we've got an empty bile vessel. That's one of our not flasks. The vessel made of crystal and gold, capable of holding the hallowed bile that emanates from the morning fountains. It's blood and... Bile is basically like blood and stomach acid, so that's interesting. Get up and tell us what you witnessed, said the scribe, without averting his gaze from the paper. I received an order for the exhumation of a penitent who had been buried about a year ago, answered the gravedigger. He was well loved in Albero, and many parishioners approached his grave. But when I dug him up, we saw blood coming out of a crack in his sarcophagus. Blood red as wine. Those who were there rushed to open the lid of the coffin and carried him on their shoulders, watching as blood gushed out from its side. Others ran to their houses, searching for buckets and bottles to keep all that blood that wouldn't stop flowing out. Now that is also a reference to the Bible. Part of the prophecies that said that Jesus was the Messiah, or prophecies of the Messiah, is that their side would be pierced and water would come out. So after Jesus was crucified, to make sure he was dead, a spear was thrust into his side because he actually died a lot quicker than he should have. And water came gushing out instead of blood. In this case, blood flowing like a fountain from his side, just like this image here. So, for Tears of Atonement, we get a new bile flask. We now have 3, and it's totally filled them up. Now, at any point, we can use Tears of Atonement to fill up what bile flasks we have. It's basically like you can't reach a shrine. Douche! Uh-oh, wait, grab it, kill her, thank you. Dick! Alright, you know what, you're an asshole. This is a puzzle, I'm just gonna let it whack me. 'Cause I don't care anymore. Fuck you. I'm just trying to get through anyway. You don't have to kill any of these guys. I mean, we're gonna come back here at some point, but there's no point right now. I might as well break this while I'm here. Part of Hondo is having to break 3 of these, but I'm running low on time. I just want to get this done with for now. There is a puzzle we're gonna do here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do it. We'll go ahead and do it. We need to. Simple puzzle. We need to get the fucking bells in the right position. Should be able to stop it there. Yep. Hi-ya! Oh, wait, no, that's not right. So you want to do it almost right when it's coming back. That might be too early. Yep. It's a little tricky to get the timing, but it's not the hardest. That might have been too late. Nope, that was perfect. Cool. And for our trouble, we get the Knot of Rosary Rope. Very, very useful. We can't do anything with it, but we're about to be able to. Knot of Rosary Rope. Rope knot made from the threads of habits of monks deceased in ancient times. The habit was their robe, basically. Ingracia was her name, or Ingracia. Her rosaries were the prettiest of all Custodia. The most prestigious priests and bishops frequented her workshop, and even our very holiness Escobar commissioned her. Such was her mastery that a rosary crafted by old Ingracia was unparalleled in beauty, delicacy, and perfection. Word spread that a rosary that was not made by her would not receive divine blessing, and prayers would not be heard, and besides, that would be a sin. This caused all the others to become banned by the Holy Mother Church, and those so-called false rosaries were sought and burned. Someone who kept a deceitful rosary would be severely punished, sometimes even accused of heresy. Then we all began to wonder what would become of the rosaries when Ingracia was no longer with us. So, in theory, ours was also made by Ingracia. Which is interesting to note. But when Ingracia dies, I mean, who's going to make all the rosaries? Hers is the only rosaries now. I fucked that up. I'll just let it come back. Don't know what magic is going on there. If you get hit by these, it's not like you're gonna fall. Is this the way I need to go? I don't remember. This is not the way I need to go. I can go ahead and... Yeah. Oh, well, fuck that one up. There we go. Got it. We have got so much from going this way. If we had beaten Perpetua, we would have gotten a rosary bead thing that we needed. Mountains of Endless Dusk. We're about to finish this episode. It's been going a little long, or actually pretty long, just so we can go ahead and get a major fucking boost for everything. We've also completed a shortcut here. There we go, got it. Be careful on these. As you see, it goes under that little spot, and if you're standing on it, it will push you off to your doom. Jumping off will not lead you to the next area of Hondo. It will just kill you. We can't get that item yet. Those sparks of red we'll be able to do something with later. We need to go back and talk to Redento, and he's like, oh, hey, me complaining and being like, woe is me, no one can help me. Who could help me? Has, been me?
My prayers. The order thanketh thee for thine aid. It is of little.
The order? It's literally just you.
Here. Go with the Father, O penitent one.
4th toe made of limestone. Thanks. So the father is the twisted one. That's what he's called. Toe from the statue of the first barefoot pilgrim. The 4th toe bore the memory of his partner, so as not to forget better times. His partner reduces dodging cooldown. So good. Finally, he said, a genuine genuflecting pilgrim will always walk alone. It is the solitary path that will grant him constant meditation and understanding of what it means to be a pilgrim in the land of the Miraca. Miraca? Miracle. For that is our rule. Then he got up and looked at us all for a long time while we remained silent. Then he left, and we never saw him again. That guy's neck, that just makes my neck hurt. I have some neck problems. Also, it kind of looks like he had googly eyes for a second. I have neck problems, I have for a while, just for myriad of reasons. That makes my neck really, really hurt. Like, I have to have I use this specific pillow to sleep on, specifically for my neck, to keep it from getting hurt. And I cannot sleep on my side. I have to sleep on my back. If I sleep on my side, and I keep trying to in my sleep sometimes, it'll hurt. It'll hurt so bad. So we can't get that item yet, so don't worry about it. Trust me, do not worry about it. You will regret trying to get it a lot. Seems like this fucking asshole didn't see me. That's fine. Like I said, even if you go down there and you fight there, you can't get that item. You have to get something else before you can fight this item. Now this is starting to look a little familiar, isn't it? Welcome back to the Brotherhood of the Silent Sorrow. And also, more piles of fucking dead guys. Here's why we're here. A mea culpa altar. For coming here, the virtue of mea culpa hath ascended. Our strength and speed and our ability to have more abilities has increased. Some of these are really, really expensive. Sinful Wrath is like a big charge at power attack. Sacred Thrust is what I want. But Weight of Sin will help us a lot too. I'll go ahead and get Sinful Wrath. Why not? So now I can go like... Ching! It's not super helpful, but this is very helpful. This downward attack. So because Mea Culpa has ascended, its damage has also increased. This portal is something else very, very helpful. It'll let us go back to Albero, which we want to do very briefly. We don't want to totally do everything here yet. The Bouquet of Time. Very different Legend of Zelda game. Very different. The Bouquet of Time, or Time, very, not as cool as Ocarina, but hey, you know, what do I know? Bouquet of Time. I think it's pronounced Time, but I honestly don't know. Bunch of aromatic herbs, common in the past amidst the cliffs of the Bronze Borders. Today, however, their scarcity makes them increasingly valuable, especially for those who discern their healing abilities. It wasn't long before more and more people came to us, affected by that terrible and unknown suffering. Whole families, the old, the young, and even the newborn. We brothers of the congregation were unable to cope, and our care was not working, nor were our ointments, nor our constant prayers. We are lost, submerged in the darkness of uncertainty. So, there is some really important things here. This chick. Or dude, I don't actually know.
Fear my body, through which so much lightness and darkness pass, nor my visage, which appears disfigured from behind these golden bars. Soledad by name, I was looked up on the orders of His Holiness in this cage, that the miracle then proceeded to decorate. The High Will has granted me the opportunity to help you, while my body remains a blue flame. I will wait, sleeping, until you hand the knots over to me, so that my hands of smoke may tie them, thus expanding the mysteries of your rosary.
Excellent. We can now have 3 rosary beads. So it's interesting to note.
Return once you possess new rosary knots to thread. May your heart be free of sin.
So it's interesting to note, she said she was caged away, and if you look at the other cages, of which there are multiple, they're nowhere near as well decorated as hers. And she says, we can't get through that wall. She says that the miracle decorated her cage. As if, like, the miracle actively changed her cage to be glorious looking. We're actually under the
Bitter moment
area right now.
us again, penitent one. An unsurmountable wall seemeth to interpose itself between our feet and our holy destinations. Will there ever be a blessing that save us from this sorrow?
God, you are such a whiny bitch. So these statues are really, really, really important. You can spend Tears of Atonement in order to remove guilt from your fervor bar. However, destroying them once you have a certain item, is required to complete the true ending of the game. So we'll be doing that later. Now this is a challenge area. I have done it pretty well, perfectly. Don't worry about getting hit by those spikes. It's the spikes on the ground that you should worry about. If you are going to get hit by the spikes coming out of the ground, like those right there, take that over the insta-death every time. Like, it can't knock you off. It does some damage, sure, but it is... Uh-oh, I'm gonna fuck this up, aren't I? Ah, fuck. Come on. Thank you. Alright. It's better to get hit by them than insta-dying, which will be very annoying, and you'll have to go back to that shrine. Now, I've always done this perfectly. Now I'm recording. I'm sure I'll fuck it up. I'm actually gonna focus for a moment, if you'll excuse me. It's not super hard, but it is easy to fuck up. So far, I've been able to do it perfectly, but that's fine. Like, right there, I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna get out of the danger zone. Oh, I did it. Okay. I did it. And for our trouble, we get Metatarsus of Recusio, the Traveler. Break that. Now, we can't do anything with that. It'll just say nothing happens. We'll be able to come back for it later. Break that wall.
I'm not worthy of thine infinite compassion. Blessed are those of us who find it. I will pray for thee and thank the Master for his holy encounter. Now my feet are marching towards holy prohibitions. How can a simple pilgrim advance through such fortification? O fraternal father, O master of pilgrims, how arduous are your upcoming trials?
God, you're such a whitey bitch, Redento. You think someone who is able to hold that fucking pose forever wouldn't be so whiny. So, we're back here now. This is an invisible floor. You cannot access it otherwise. He's gone now. Did I equip the thing? Yeah, I did. We'll be getting something for that third one very, very soon. I look at Metatarsus of Recusio. Almost no details of his background are known, but those who crossed his path claimed later that Recusio carried a small, strange, luminous plate that emitted a faint voice. Interesting. I think that's a reference to something, but I don't honestly know very well. Where's the hand at? Down below us. We're actually going to get another knot of the rosary very, very soon. I'll probably come back for it then. We're going to head back to Albero. And we're going to complete this part. We've had a great fucking start. We've had a great start. We have our Mea Culpa is ascended. We have 3 rosary knots. Our dodge timing is improved. And we even have an herb that we're going to get to use next time. I'm going to leave it to next time.
Greets you, O penitent one. Welcome to the ossuary of all those who will be eternally remembered. My duty is none other than to provide shelter to each and every one of these skeletal remains that linger under these intangible veils of dust. It matters little how many years or centuries have passed. The bones speak to us through their creaking and grinding, and through their silence. But these remains need one another in order to reveal the truth they still guard within. Only together, in intimate brotherhood, will they achieve eternal rest. For this, they beg that you help them. Bring them before me, and in this way, we will uncover the truth that they have silenced.
Excellent. Here's a bunch of fucking bones.
The bones thank you for your help, O virtuous. Bring the bones before me, and we will...
Yeah, and we will uncover the truth. He didn't give me any Tears of Atonement for that time. That's fine. I think you have to hit a certain number of them. We are going to give the herbs to Turso. That's it. Turso.
Merciful be, penitent one. With your contribution, the work of this brotherhood carries on.
Linen cloth. We're going to do something with that very, 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 very soon. And by that, I mean now. I will see you all on the next episode of Blasphemous. I'm super excited to continue this game. It's so much fun. It's very hard. Very hard game, but it is so much fun, and I just adore it. And that was probably the best possible start you can get before actually fighting and going to perform the 3 humiliations. Thank you so much for watching.